All right, let me give you a summary of method of undetermined coefficient. So this is for solving y double prime plus by, what the hell? I'll call it a double prime plus by prime plus cy equals some, what kind of things did I know how to guess?
It's a constant times an exponential.
Yeah, constants times exponentials and polynomials, right? So let me stick those together. I'm going to tell you guys, you know how to guess e to the alpha x times some polynomial, which I'm going to call capital P of x. Okay? Sure. So these are the things you know how to do. Okay? So if you, how would you start this? What's your starting point? Yeah, solve the homogeneous. So solve ay h double prime plus by h prime, oops, that's supposed to be an h, plus cy h equals 0, right? Solve the homogeneous version. You are going to get out of that what?
YH is equal to C1 times e to kx plus C2.
Yeah, I'm going to call those R1x and R2x, right?
You might have an x on one of those though, on one of the e's.
Yeah, you might have an x on one of the e's. So you might get or YH is C1 e to the R1x plus C2x e to the R2x, right?
Or you get the cosine.
Or you get cosines and sines, right?
Wouldn't that second one be C2x e to the R1x?
Yeah, it would.
Okay, cool.
Right, those should be the same root. If you're going to get an x, they're definitely the same root. You guys see that? So, what I want to say is I want to say, all right, we got two roots here, right? Now, over here, I'm kind of thinking about guessing a particular solution, right? You see that? So that should be my next step. I should guess a yp, right? And I need to talk about matching a little bit, right? So if R1 isn't R2 and neither of those is alpha, okay? So in this case, where none of those three things agree, what do you guess?
Just a normal, regular, just a is a constant with our guess for yp.
Yeah, so guess yp is some constant e to the alpha x times some g of x, which is the same order as p of x.
Okay, so P of
Oh,
x,
and by order I mean degree, not order.
okay, so P of x was say first degree polynomial. You guess a to the alpha x times bx plus c.
Cool, right? So for example, right, if this is x, right, if p of x is just an x, then you'd guess e to the alpha x times the arbitrary first degree polynomial. Please note, I seem to have an extra constant. You guys see the extra constant? This one again? Just an alpha.
Yeah, what were the conditions? I missed that. It says it's not equal to alpha? Or what?
Yeah, so if this constant here, the power on your exponent, doesn't match either of your roots, right, then for one thing you're in this case. If it doesn't match, then it's not a homogeneous thing. I don't have to worry about the matched up case, right? So I would just guess this guy, and I feel like I have an extra thing in here.
What's the second part right there? Where like it's the AE alpha x times is it beta x?
That's just a g of x, and g of x is just the same degree as p of x polynomial.
Okay. Well, the
Does that
extra
make
constant
sense?
would be in the polynomial, right?
Yeah, I've got two constants in here, right? Every term in here already has a constant on it, so do I need this A? Yeah. You guys with me on that?
And that's just what we've been doing before, kind of.
Yeah, that's the one we've been doing before, right? We just guessed some stuff. Usually we've been doing either alpha is 0, and you're talking about guessing a polynomial,
Yeah.
or the polynomial is 1, and you're talking about guessing some constant times e to the alpha x, right? So, what are the other cases here?
R1 equals R2.
So, if R1 equals R2 and neither of those are alpha,
Same thing. Right?
do that thing. Right, so even if the roots are repeated, if the non-homogeneous part doesn't match one of your homogeneous solutions, you can just guess the non-homogeneous part as usual. Can you guys do that?
So now we just have more generalized guess.
Yeah. So if one of R1 and R2 is alpha, you should guess YP is, what do you need to add to this guess? Yeah, you need to add an x. So you guess x e to the alpha x times g of x, where this is a same degree as p of x. Please note those are going to kind of suck. And then if R1 is R2 is alpha, what do you guess?
Do x squared e to the alpha x.
Good. So guess yp is x squared e to the alpha x g of x, where g of x is again the same degree. Make sure you're putting arbitrary constants in there. Cool, cool? All right. So, good? Good. Good.